Hey everyone, this is Alvin and together with Neil Napier and the rest of the KVsocial team. Before we get started, just want to make sure that you can hear me and if you can see the screen as well. On your screen, there should be closing your first $1,000 a month client. So if the audio and video is coming through loud and clear, give me a quick yes or one in the chat. Alright, perfect. So we have Rob, we have Wolfgang, Janet, Richard as well is on the call. Sparkspot, I see a lot of very familiar names, and some, well, just appear as friends. So I do apologize for that. Some of you guys, or your names rather, are just appearing as friends. So type in your names if you want to be called out on today's call. Now, today's call is all about a new technology that's hitting 2018, and it's gonna affect how you're gonna do video marketing. Now, we do have a special guest today on the call. We have Adam O'Leary, which will be presenting the technology called 360 video. So you might have heard of this, you might have seen this in Google, but now it's happening. It's now being applied in the video marketing platforms all around the world. So guys, please give a very warm KVsocial welcome to Adam.
Hello, everyone. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. We have an excellent jam-packed session today, and we are going to be doing something that you may have never seen before. Now, as we go into today's session, you're gonna be able to go out and you're going to be able to do something that many people have been trying to do for the longest time. Guys, in the chat box, let me just see who is here before we get started. Guys, in the chat box right now, who is here and where are you from? I want today to be a highly engaged session today, and I want you guys working with me today because as we go through, this is more hosted as a workshop, okay, as opposed to just going through and sitting down and listening, because what happens and what I've noticed is that when I just do a session where others are just listening into me, what I find is that it sometimes becomes very, very difficult for somebody to take action after the webinar. So what I said is, why not do something today? Let's switch it up drastically and let's make today all about taking action. So let me see who is here. Hey, William, glad to see you. Charles, I'm glad to see you from Montana. Darryl, glad to see you from Vancouver. Stephen from Texas. William from Michigan. John, hey, from St. Louis. How are you? Tony, Orlando, Brian, Houston. Guys, today is going to be such a good session as we go through, and really, I put a lot of thought to try to make sure that you enjoy this as much as I do. So today's session is all about going out and landing your first $1,000 per month client. Now, my promise to you today is that by the end of this session, you will have your first commitment from a client. Okay, that is my absolute promise. By the end of today's session, if you just listen in and do exactly what I share with you today, you will land your first client, and I guarantee that. Guys, the last time that I went through and I hosted a session like this, we had 71% of all attendees go out and land a client on the webinar. And that means, yes, on this session right here, not an hour after the session, not a week after the session, that is on this session right now, right here. Now, how am I so sure of this, that you're going to be able to go out and land a client? Because that's a big, huge promise. Now, with this, the last time we did this, as I said, 71% of attendees got a commitment. And if you follow this step by step, there is literally no way that you can fail, because we have proved this method time and time again. And the best part about this is that it is 110% scalable. This entire process is able to be scaled no matter where you're located in the world. For all of the Europeans that are here, for the Americans, for South America, Asian markets, if you're in Australia, it does not matter where you are. We have proven and tested this in every single continent, okay, across the world for people going out and landing clients. Now, who is this webinar for? Now, if you're looking to start an online business, you are 110% in the correct place. If you are looking to target a local market, you are in the right place. If you cannot figure out how to land your first clients, you are in the right place. And if you need to get started generating sales quickly, or if you already run an agency and are stuck, you're at that point where you just cannot scale any further than you are at now, then I'm here to tell you that you are in the right place. Now, who am I? For if you don't know who I am, my name is Adam O'Leary, and I have started quite a few companies in my time. Now, I started full-time back in 2010 when I started really working as lead generation for real estate agents. From there, I've grown up to multiple seven-figure businesses, and I have an email list of over 35,000 people. But the thing is, I share this because this was not always the case, okay? And I'm not anything special. This absolutely was not always the case. Now, 4 years ago, I was in the exact same shoes as you may be in right now. Now, 4 years ago, I was trying to figure out how on earth do I go out and how do I scale a business up? And I was running into all of these issues, okay? So I was trying to work online. As I said, I started back in 2010, but it was 4 years ago that I was still in the same place as most online marketers are today. Now, what happened is I just couldn't figure it out. I spent 3 years trying to start a business. 3 years. I spent thousands on coaching programs. I tried learning every sales method. I tried learning every lead generation method on planet Earth, and I spent thousands and thousands and thousands on coaching programs. And those coaches that I had were telling me I needed to buy software as well. So I was spending thousands on software as well. I even went down to the city hall and was paying city taxes in order to go open up a business and get registered in my town. I opened up bank accounts, and I even signed partnership agreements with other people that I thought would be good to get into business with. And still, with all of this right here, I didn't land one single client in 3 years. I didn't land a single client in 3 years. And guys, this was only 4 years ago. As I'm saying, I'm not anything special. All that I did is I went through and I was trying to follow every person, what they were telling me, which direction to go. And I was so incredibly stressed. I mean, I was literally sitting down, and I would get so depressed because I was sitting there saying, I must be crazy. Like, am I really not an entrepreneur? Like, am I not meant to go out and actually start a business? Because I have done literally everything I possibly could have. And still, I am sitting with $32,000 worth of debt from trying to go out and start these businesses, from trying to go out and take action. And now I am $32,000 in debt. And what happened is guys, I can't explain how frustrated I was. I was so stressed out, and I was at the point of giving up. And what happened is I talked to a friend of mine, and she is a real estate agent. And I'm going in and I'm talking with my friend, and I'm saying, listen, I don't understand what's going on. I said, I've been doing everything that I've been being told, and with this right here, I am the only person in the Boston market that is actually capable of doing what I do. I'm the only person in the whole market that can do what I do. And with this, she looks at this, at what I'm showing and what I'm sharing, and she looks at it and she goes, I know somebody who needs that. Let me introduce you two together. It was that moment that changed the way I did business from here on out, because 48 hours later, I had my first client. 48 hours later, after that, after about to give up, I'm sitting there all depressed, and 48 hours later, I land my first client. And guys, there was this light bulb moment that I had that it just clicked. All of a sudden, everything in business just started making sense. And I said, wow, this is incredible. I was able to do this because somebody told somebody else that I have something that they need. And all of a sudden, just like that, I have a client. How can I go out and how can I scale this? Well, what I came up with was 4 conclusions. I have 4 elements that I had a firm belief system in from the very beginning. Now, first thing first, I had to be the only person in the market to be able and capable of doing what I did. This was very important for me because I wanted as little competition as possible. I didn't want to have to go up against 7 other people. I wanted to maybe at most go up against 1 other person. I wanted to have a free reign to go target as many people as I wanted. The second thing is I had to have something that people actually needed, that people desired. And the third thing was that I needed to be able to attack a niche that could generate referrals. That was so important, to be able to go out and generate referrals, because that's how I just got my first client. And the fourth thing that I knew that I needed is that whatever it was that I was offering, it needed to blow their minds. It couldn't be something normal. I couldn't just go in and offer something boring, okay? I couldn't go in and say what everybody else is saying. I'm going to rank you on Google. I'm going to do this. Everybody else is saying that. I'm going to create a website for you. Everybody else is saying that. I needed something that nobody could compete with me on. And just when they saw it, it just hit them like a brick saying, yes, I need that. So with that being said, let me ask a question and give me a 1 in the chat box if you have struggled trying to get your foot in the door in order to land clients. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you've gone out, you've tried everything that you could, and you are just sitting here. You're in the same position I was 40 years ago when you were struggling and you can't figure out how to get your foot in the door. Give me a 1 in the chat box right here, because I promise you, you are not alone in this right here. Because going out, guys, and with this, it is so frustrating to be in that situation. I see tons and tons of 1s coming through. Guys, with this, it was so frustrating for me to go out and say, how do I get my foot in the door? But once that clicked, it just all made sense. So let's dive into this, because there is one thing that I can absolutely promise from this session is that it's going to change the way and the dynamics of your business forever. Now, the 3 steps to taking action that I learned was, first things first, I needed leads. I needed a way to generate leads. If you don't have leads, then there's no way for me to go out and sell my product. So the first thing I needed was leads. The second thing that I needed was I needed to blow my client's mind. I needed to go out and offer something that they haven't seen before. And the third thing that I needed is that I needed to go out and take action, okay? I need to go out and take action from this in order to make this happen. So step number 1, generating leads. When it comes to this, okay, there's 1.5 million ways out there to generate leads. I've talked to so many different clients. There's so many people scraping Google. There's people going out on Facebook. There's LinkedIn. There's Twitter, okay? There's just 1 million different ways to generate leads, and that's great, okay? Not saying anything bad about it, but these leads don't trust you, and that was the problem that I had. So I'm looking at it, and I'm saying all these leads that I'm generating, they don't trust me. And I found this very interesting statistic. Now, a lead, okay, when a lead first opts into your landing page, I didn't know this at first. I thought this was crazy. A lead drops significantly in value after the first 3 minutes. So if you do not follow up with that client within the first 3 minutes, you've significantly lost that lead's attention. So I'm looking at that and saying, wait, what good is that if I'm going out and I'm generating all these leads, but I'm not following up with them within the first 3 minutes? I might follow up with them say an hour later, 2 hours later, that's not good. So what I thought is this was my thought process that I needed to have. And it really comes down to this in order to really change your mindset. If somebody puts a gun to your head and says, you have to land a client in the next 24 hours, okay? And that's it. You have to land a client in the next 24 hours. What would you do? Would you just stand there for 24 hours? I hope not. Would you go after random leads that you're finding on Google? Probably not. But what you're going to try to do is you're going to go after the warmest leads you can possibly find. Because the warm leads are the ones that you're going to have the best opportunity, of course, to sell. So of course you're going to go after these warm leads if it gives you the best opportunity. But who is those warm leads? And the answer is you should always target your sphere of influence. Now, your sphere of influence, every person knows at least 100 people. 100 people, you have at least the contact data of 100 people. This could be your accountant. This could be your banker. This could be the person who works at a supermarket. This could be your plumber. This could be your like a carpenter that you've worked with. It could be a home improver. It could be a designer. It can be anybody. But the average person knows at least 100 people. And these are the people who know, like, and trust you and want you to go out and succeed. So the first thing, and remember how I said this is a workshop, so please pay attention. The first thing you need to do right here on this workshop is I need you to write down 5 people that you know and that you have a phone number for, okay? So right now, grab a pen and a piece of paper, and I want you to do this right now. Do not wait. I want you to grab a pen and a piece of paper, and I want you to write down 5 people that you know. Just write down the names, okay? If it's Bruce, if it's Steven, if it's Jane, whoever it is, write down 5 people that you know that run a business, okay? That's it. Or work for a business and have a significant pull inside of that business. The moment you are done, can you give me a done in the chat box, okay? So give me a done in the chat box the moment you have written down 5 people that you know that run a business for themselves or are in business for themselves or have a significant pull in a business that you are thinking about targeting, okay? So write down 5 people that you know and then give me a done in the chat box the moment you are done, okay? So guys, I want to wait just till I get a whole bunch of dones, D-O-N-E, through the chat box, because this right here is the first part of this process that I will guarantee if you follow this step by step, you will land a client by the end of this session, okay? So I'm starting to see dones coming through, which is awesome, okay? Guys, keep those dones coming through. I want 5 people written down that you know a business contact with, okay? It could be your plumber, it could be your dentist, it could be whoever. I don't care who it is as long as it's people, okay? I'm getting a lot more dones coming through, which is great. Even more, guys, I want a little bit more coming through because I want you to succeed in this, okay? So perfect. Even more dones are coming through, which is great. Now that you've done that, now that you've written down 5 people or are still writing down 5 people that you know, the second part of this process is that you need to have a mind-boggling offer. You need to have something in your local market that 110% stands out. Okay, it needs to just absolutely stand out from anything that other people are doing. Now with this, you also need to think that you want a product that's mind-boggling, but it also needs to have as little competition as possible, okay? You only want to be competing against 1, maybe 2 people in your market, because this is going to give you the best chance to succeed when you take action with this process. Now, here's what you're going to do, okay? You want as little competition as possible because just remember that competition is only good for the consumer, okay? It's not good for the business. Competition is only good for the consumer because it lowers price because of all the competition. Now, when you go after a niche that has low competition, this is also going to make it much easier for a referral because there's more people who can go ahead and use it. Less people right now are currently using that service. So what is an offer that is completely untapped that you can go target? Well, here's the beautiful thing about this, guys. Here is the beautiful, beautiful thing. Is that when we first started this and we first started looking and trying to figure out what the best product and what we could do that could help our community go out and absolutely crush it, what we said is, well, let's go where big money is already starting to spend money. And what we found, and guys, let me just see in the chat box, give me a 1 in the chat box if you have seen a 360 video before. Because this right here, going through and looking at what 360 is doing to the current marketplace in the direction it's going is insane. So let me just see, give me a 1 in the chat box if you have seen a 360 video before. With this right here, guys, we look at this, we see what 360 is doing, what it allows us to do, and what it allows from the consumer to do is they get to experience something they aren't able to experience in person. So let's just think of a few different niches. The real estate niche. Let's say if somebody's working on the weekends, okay? Somebody has to work weekends. Well, real estate agents always put open houses on the weekends. So if I'm not able to attend that open house, it lowers my chances of actually purchasing that house. If we're thinking of hotels, if we're thinking of activities, think about that experience that you're able to feel if you're actually at that resort or if you're actually bungee jumping in this beautiful area and you get to see and you get to feel that experience as if you were there. Let's think of the real estate again. If we go back and a normal real estate agent is just going to take a photo of the backyard and it's going to have a picture of the lake. But imagine if you had a 360 view from the center of that lake in order to experience that lake and experience that feeling as if you're actually on that lake. This is what 360 is capable of doing. This is what 360 does for us and where it brings us in this world. 360 is a life-changing development that's allowing us to go out and take action like never before. Look at this right here. Let's just take a quick look and see who's investing in 360 and who's making money from 360 already. Well, the first thing that we notice is that YouTube spent millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to get 360 going on their platform. And actually, if you actually look in the YouTube platform itself, there's an entire dedicated resource available for 360 videos. You can actually select to only look at 360 videos inside of YouTube. If we look at Facebook, for example, Facebook is going out and they are investing heavily inside of 360, okay? You're going out, they're actually ranking videos significantly higher than any other post. We can see Aflac, okay, with the duck, is going out and promoting their product and services through 360 video and experiencing that Aflac area as if you're yourself, okay? We're going to see that Red Bull's doing it as well. They're going out, they're promoting their service, they're promoting their product using 360 video in order to bring you to that area, to bring you to experience what's happening there. We look at Mercedes going out, showing the inside of the car and actually if you're driving it. We see NESCAFE going out and showing, okay, where does the actual coffee beans come from? Guys, 360 is doing something that you haven't been able to experience before. It's bringing the products to life as if we are there. And if we're actually looking at it from this standpoint, what 360 is doing for us is bringing us more into a virtual world. We're constantly on our phones. We're constantly on our computers. What 360 is allowing us to do is allowing us to bring us halfway around the world in a matter of seconds in order to experience that in person. So guys, if you are ready to go in and see what 360 can do for you, guys, in the chat box, give me a booyah in the chat box if you are ready to go in, log in, and experience what 360 and Local 360 is going to be able to do for your business. It's going to open up so many doors for so many of you, and I cannot wait to see this right there. And I'm seeing cars, Airbnb. Yes, I'm seeing a ton of different things coming through. 100%. There are so many different niches that you can go out and target. Now, what we're going to look at, and this is how simple it is. As we go through here, if we're going in to experience what 360 is all about, we're going to be able to go and click. And all of a sudden, we are going to be in that world of 360. As you can see, I'm clicking and dragging step by step in order to go see every single detail of this right here, okay? You get to see and experience as if you're going through and you're on the sled right now, okay? Walking and experiencing each of these elements. We're going to go through and look at a drone as well. What drones are going to allow us to do is go and experience 360 from a view. You see that I click and I drag around and I am able to see the boat below me, okay? I'm able to go over. I'm able to see the bridge. I'm able to look behind me and experience the product and program as if I am actually there. I get to see this as if I wasn't able to before. And you can see on this video as well, we're able to actually throw in and add in our own elements, okay, whether it be words or whether it be writing or logos or anything along those lines. We look in the 360 real estate niche. We're going to go through and you're going to see, I can see and examine this entire house as if I am walking through that open house. I'm feeling, I'm seeing each and every single element of this as if I'm there. I get to see how big the rooms are, okay? I get to see all of these different elements, which is going to give me a huge selling angle over these properties and over these different feelings. Now, I'm going to go through, okay, if we're looking in business, I can go through here and I can see the entire office space, okay, that I want to work at. So if I'm going in to sell an office space, I get to examine that office space. I get to see the apartments, okay, that I'm going in and I'm working with. And the best part is I'm wondering if you're seeing this right now on the top left-hand corner. You see a nice button right at the top left that is saying book now. You're seeing an option to actually go in and book that right now, book that apartment, book that office space right now from one simple click of a button. And when I click on this, this will send me to any lead opt-in and capture that lead's information. Think about what business wouldn't want to be able to capture a lead's opt-in when they're watching a 360 video. What a business wouldn't want to be able to put their logo on the video as they're actually showcasing it and demonstrating it. And guys, the best part about this whole process that you're going to see, and guys, I can see some of you getting excited, which is awesome. And guys, if you're enjoying this so far, give me a yes in the chat box if you're loving the power of 360 right here, because I'm going to show you how simple it is to go in and edit one of these 360 videos in a matter of seconds. Ready? This is how it goes. All you need to do is say go to YouTube, for example. And what I can do is I can type in Red Bull, okay? I can just say type in Red Bull just for an example since all of you know what Red Bull is. Now, when I go here, what we're going to see is we're going to see multiple things coming from Red Bull. Now, let's just say if I choose this one right here because this looks like a pretty good video. Now, I'm going to go here and I'm going to grab this video by simply going here. And as you can see, I simply am going to copy the URL and I am going to bring it in here, okay? I simply go here. I'm going to press paste media, press get media, and just like this, it is going to load that 360 video inside of the editor to make sure that I can go ahead and edit this. Now, as I go through this, you see my account spinning right up here with the 360 and all that. I can go in and I can say, I want to crop this video at the 20-second mark and make it only go to, say, the 50-second mark. Okay, so I can shorten, I can crop that length of video. I can do anything that I need. Okay, so I'm going to say Red Bull 360, and I'm going to press save right there. Okay, so I'm going to press save, and just like this, now I'm going to be able to go inside of this 360 video, and I can plop in all of the elements that I would need in order to bring this inside and start editing, okay? I can go in here and I can say, welcome to the cliffs, okay? I can go inside and I can say, welcome to the cliffs right over here. And as I start going through this video and start scrubbing through this video, I can even engage with this more and more and more and bring out any of the different elements inside of here. Look at this. I can bring that 360 video inside of an iPhone, okay, where it's now going to load, and I can see if I'm going to sell a client, for example, I can go show them what the 360 video would look like inside of that iPhone, okay, to give me another selling aspect right there in order to give me a tool. And with this as well, as we're going through, guys, with just one simple click of a button, I can plop this image inside of there, and I can add the company logo in the bottom left-hand part, or anywhere that you want to add that logo inside of there, and I can press save with one click of a button and have this video pop open, and now we have just created our first 360 video in just a few clicks of a button. I didn't have to go through any long process. I didn't have to go through any craziness right there. All I simply did is I just popped the video inside, and now look at this. Welcome to the cliffs. I'm able to go examine that 360 video. I'm able to go experience this as if I am there. I can see from the iPhone view, okay, how it's going to look. And I can go and I can plop a company logo inside of this video as well in order to get this going. Guys, with this power that we have right here, and with what 360 is capable of doing, this is going to open up so many doors for you to go in, bring that 360 and edit this video as we are going through. Guys, who is excited with that right there? Give me a me in the chat box if you are ready to go through and for me to share with you the exact process of using 360 to go land a client right here, right now. Guys, with this session, with 360, with what 360 is able to do for us in the opportunities that we have as we're going through this, there is so many possibilities to go out and make this happen. So let's go through and let's go to step number 3. What we have with step number 3 is all you need to do is take action. That's it. All you simply need to do is go ahead and take action. And if you follow these 5 simple steps that I'm about to share with you, you will land a client by the end of this session. So please pay very, very close attention as we go into this. Now, what you're going to do is the first step that you're going to do is I need you to pick up your cell phone right now. Pick up your cell phone. You're not calling anybody. I just need you to pick up your cell phone right now, have it in your hand, your left hand or your right hand. I don't care which hand you put it into. The second thing I'm going to need you to do is I need you to go into the contact form, okay, the contact book on your cell phone and find just one number of somebody who you wrote down in step number 1. Okay, I need you to write down, I need you to find one person. Now, once you do this, you're going to press the text message option. If you have completed steps 1, 2, and 3, give me a 1 in the chat box right now because I want every single person on this session to land a client. So give me a 1, and as long as we have at least 100 ones come through, I'm going to go through and reveal exactly what you need to do to land a client in just a few seconds, okay? So give me a 1 in the chat box. If you followed steps 1, 2, and 3, you picked up your phone, you went into your phone book and found one person, and then you press the text message option as well, because we're going to go and I'm going to get you to land a client right here. A personalized message that looks exactly like this. You need to do, but please send this right now on this session. You're going to say, hi blank, or hi John, hi Christian, hi Tony, hi Brian. Hope you're doing well with your plumbing business. I hope you're doing well with your real estate business. I hope that you're doing well with your clothing line, okay? Whatever it is. I need some help and was hoping you could help out. I am starting a 360 video agency and I need someone to be a case study for me. Would you mind being my case study? Guys, write that, text that to that person that you chose in your phone book right now, okay? Go text that out, and then once you do that, press the send button, because once you press send, this is where you are going to start getting these guys to message you back, in which is going to lead you to a sale, okay? So press that send button and then repeat for the other 4 people you wrote down. That is all that I need you to do. It is not complicated at all, but all I need you to do, guys, is once they send you back and they say, yes, I would love to do that, give me an I got it inside the chat box, okay? So the second you get clients to start messaging you back, give me an I got it in the chat box, because there is going to be something huge for everybody who goes out and gets a commitment from a client right now, okay? So I need you to go out, get that commitment from a client, because this is what's going to open up so many doors for you right there, okay? So make sure, send that message, screenshot this if you need to before I exit out, and then send that exact message. Do not change a word on it. If there's a misspelling, don't change a word on it. Don't change a letter, okay? Send that message out, because it will get you responses right here, right now. And if you send it out to those 5 people, you're going to be looking at 5 people coming through. And perfect. I love that right there. That's awesome, okay? So guys, let's just go through some simple math that I'm about to show you. First things first is, let's just say you're going to use this method, okay, that I just shared with you. And if you follow that step by step, I will promise you right now, you will get a client by the end of this session. Now, if you go through and you land just one of those 5 people today, this is going to equate to almost $1,000 per month in reoccurring income. That means that your profit for this is $1,000 per month. What can you do with an extra $1,000 per month? Now, let's just say if after using this method, because we're going to go into this process, you go out, you generate only 3 referrals from this process right here. What's going to happen is you're charging that $997 per month, but now you have just tripled that revenue right there to almost $3,000 per month in income. And guys, these people who are helping you and these people who are going to help put money in your pocket are from that sphere of influence that I was talking about. These are the hottest leads that you have right now. And if you follow that step by step, you are going to get to this level very, very quickly. And guys, remember to give me an I got it in the chat box the moment you go out and get a commitment from a client, okay? Now, as we go through this and as we go and set this up, okay, when we go and we set this up, why do clients need 360, okay? Why do we need to go out and offer 360 to our clients? Well, let's just look, for example, at Anna Selby. Now, Anna Selby is out of Arizona, and Anna is doing absolutely incredible in her real estate business. Now, she does this interview with Joshua Smith, and what she was saying is they were talking about how she's generating 65% of her business. Now, as she's going through this and as she's setting this up, what she's experiencing step by step is that she just goes into a seller appointment, okay? It's called a listing appointment. And she asks a simple question. She asks the home seller, she says, how many people would you like me to get through your open house? Now, when you ask a seller a question like that, how many people do you want to get through your open house? They're probably going to respond 20, 30, maybe 50 people, or if they're really trying to reach for it, they're going to say, I want 100 people through my open house. And she says, that's great. She says, that's awesome. What if I can get 10 times more people through your open house? Would you hire me? And of course, every home seller, they're thinking, if they said that 100, they're thinking about 1,000 people coming through their house. Oh my God, that is stressful, stressful, stressful. 1,000 people to come through. I need to lock away the jewelry. I need to lock away everything, all the valuables, yada, yada, yada. And they're saying, that's crazy. That's nuts. I don't even think I want 1,000 people through my open house at that point. And she says, if I could do it, would you hire me? And she stays to it. And they said, if you could get 1,000 people through my open house when every other agent can only get 50 people through, of course we would hire you. And she says, great. Let me share with you exactly how I'm going to get not just 1,000 people, but on average 5,000 to 10,000 people through your open house. And of course, now the home seller's having a heart attack thinking about this. And she simply goes down and she starts showing them the virtual tours. She starts showing them the 360 videos, and she's screenshotting and she's showing how many people have seen this home, how many people have experienced walking through this property as if they were there. She shows how many views there are, how many people actually care about this open house. And she shows, on average, most of her open houses that she has, on virtual open houses, have about 10,000 people coming through. And she's saying, here you go. This is how I'm going to get not just 1,000 people through, I'm going to get 10,000 people through your open house just by doing this. And she says, you know what? I'm the only person on the market who's offering this right now. Are you ready to do business? And that's how she closes. She says she very rarely will ever walk out of an appointment without a signed contract by doing that method. And that is the exact method you should be using in your business as well, and that you should be telling your clients to going out to do in order to close. Now let's look at this. Let's just look at one of our community members already, Dirk, okay? He went out and he followed that exact method that I shared with you earlier today, the exact one. He didn't change anything. And he was able to land a client that is paying $1,000 per video. So not even just $1,000 per month, it's $1,000 per video. And the best part about this is that with this, it's the entire franchise that they're going for, not just the one individual business. And that's $1,000 per video he's going out and setting. Now, if we look at Jeff, he was able to go out, send that message to a real estate agent to help that real estate agent sell a $300,000 property. He took this, and now he actually took this and upsold it to earn a couple extra thousand per the deals that he's making. And this is in the real estate industry that he's going out and he's working with this. We have Eloise Edwards, who went out and closed a six-figure Costa Rican client by simply just making one message, one call, and sending that 360 demo over, where this is going to require almost zero work and she's going to be making $15K per month with these 360 video services. Guys, this is not a joke. And as you just see these testimonials and these case studies actually coming through, we look at Frank, okay? He signed one of his friends $1.5 million home for $1,000 video and $1,000 per month until the property sells. Guys, if you're looking at luxury homes, okay, in the $1.5 million range, those can take 3 months. That one home could equal easy $3,000 right there. Guys, this is the process that you should be following. You have Philip, 2 calls, 2 deals closed. That really goes out and just uses 360 in his business and really going out and crushing this. Guys, all of these came from one of the webinars and simply followed that exact process that I laid out for you. And I share this with you because 360, following this process that we have, 360 isn't just a software. 360 isn't just something that's going to help you out. 360 is the easiest thing in the world to sell, and we have tons and tons of people going out and using this in order to go sell and really make their business complete. Because the fact about 360 is that it's 100% changing the way video marketing is done. 100%. Even if you're looking at the rankings, if you're looking at the way 360 is trending, it is 100% changing the video market, and especially the lead conversion market for specific niches such as the hotel niche, for home designers, for real estate niche, those types of niches, even the travel niche. It is 100% changing because it allows you to experience that process right there. 360 is proven to be the easiest sell in the market. You can get a client within 15 minutes simply by following that outline that I showed you. And 360 gives you a massive advantage over any other agency because they're not using 360 in their business. And perfect, look at that, John, congratulations. I see John just landed $1,200 clients. Wicked proud of you, John. That is the way to go out and do it, okay? This is how simple it is, guys, okay? 360 is the easiest thing to go out and sell in your business, okay? So follow that steps. Now, I'm pleased to introduce to you, okay, the complete 360 marketing solution. This is what we call Local360, and it is the complete 360 suite. This involves everything from the 360 video to the 360 editor, 360 marketing, and 360 growth. Now, what is the 360 video? The 360 video is an entire process where you can take any video, okay? You're going to go out and you're going to take any 360 video and you're going to be able to go out and build this into the platform. You can put those to either Vimeo or YouTube. And as you do this, this is what's going to allow you to scale rapidly. And I am very pleased, okay? I'm very, very pleased to let you know that once you are inside, we have done something, especially with 360 video, that has not been able to be done. And I am so excited for this, okay? And some of you technology freaks may understand what I am talking about. Now, the problem that we faced, and let me go into detail about this, the big problem that we faced was that 360 video was not working outside of native apps on phones, okay? It was very difficult in order to do it, okay? Trying to take it and trying to embed it on a site outside of a native app. It was very, very difficult. Well, thankfully, what we have done, and I am so excited about this because I believe we are officially the first to do this. We have actually made it possible to go out and use 360 videos outside of their native app and be able to embed it on any site that we want to. Guys, this is a huge breakthrough as we go through this, okay? And as we go through this process, it is a massive breakthrough since I really do believe that we are actually the first and only to be able to go out and do that. Guys, 360 video is going to just completely change now, especially since you can now put 360 videos on your client sites and have it embedded on their site. Now, we go into this as we also look. Guys, I'm sure I see a couple of people already getting excited about that, which is awesome, okay? The 360 editor as well. This is what's going to allow you to make those quality video edits that you need to. You can do full touch-ups, okay? I didn't even go through all of the things that you can do, but you can go through and do full touch-ups on that video, and you can also brand every single video that you want to with your client's logo, with your logo, with whatever you want to. You can go ahead and brand every single one of those videos. So as they are going through and as they are set up on your client sites or wherever you're putting it on anywhere, it will work for you there. Now, as we go through the entire 360 marketing process, this is going to allow you to go out and use Facebook marketing, okay? Facebook is huge and we love Facebook, okay? Facebook gives us so many data points in order to go and target, and so many people are using Facebook that we wanted to make sure that this program worked when it came to Facebook. Also, going out with website marketing as well. If you're going out, you're putting this on your client sites, you're putting it on even a lead capture page in order to go and capture that client's attention and really showcase what you're capable of doing. We give you access to this as well. And lastly, 360 growth. We're going to be showing, okay, and we're actually walking through this, what multiple agencies, how you can actually go out and form multiple agencies in any city across the world. And the best part about this right here, my favorite part about this, is that you can work from the comfort of your own house. This is the best part, guys. You do not need to go out. You don't need to go travel to somebody's location to go make those 360 videos. You don't need to do that. With our 360 growth, you're going to be able to do all of this from the comfort of your own home, and you do not need to stress about going and trying to travel. Now, the question is going to come down to, do I need to buy a 360 camera, or do I need any extra special equipment? Well, it's 100% up to you. But with our system that we've already gone out and proven, okay, we found that there's absolutely no need for you to go out and buy a camera, as we have the entire delivery system complete. We figured out the entire process to ensure you don't have to go spend money on tons of our big equipment, okay, big bulky equipment and expensive equipment, and instead you can follow this, which we're going to be giving to you on a silver platter. The second thing is, do I need to meet people in person? Now, a lot of people struggle, especially when they're first starting, is do I need to go out and meet people in person? The answer is absolutely not. We actually encourage all of our clients, even if they're in the same town as you, to continue working online, because this is going to break you out of that in-person mentality and allow you to scale your online business much faster. Do you have to target your local city? Do you have to target Boston? Do you have to target Miami? Do you have to target Wushbucket, Tennessee, okay, some random place? The answer is absolutely not. You do not have to, but we simply recommend that you have client or you have contacts in that area in order to scale 10 times faster. Because once you get it off the ground in one certain market, then it's much easier to scale in any other market. And the answer for this is, when will I have my first client? And as you have already seen, there are some people on here who have already gone out and landed their first client on this session. Guys, this is the easiest sale you'll ever make in your life. And for those of you who have taken action and haven't gotten a response yet, you should be getting a response back sometime shortly. Now, the last thing is, will you help me with my first client? Once I actually go out and land this first client, what do I do? Now, what do I have to do? Okay, I'm stressed. I don't know what to do anymore. Now, here's the thing. We stand behind you 100%, and we want every single one of our community members to succeed. Now, what that means is that the moment that you're added, okay, the moment that you join us inside the Local 360 community, you're going to get access to the step-by-step live trainings where you can ask anything that you need, okay? And we're going to walk you through the entire delivery process as well in order to set this up, okay, and get that process going for you, okay? All that process is 100% set for you, and it is going to be incredibly easy to get you off the ground, okay? Now, as we go through this, I want to share as well, because I think this is incredibly important to me especially, is I want to make sure that you're constantly taking action. And this is really what it comes down to. All of our community members, I want them to have clients, okay? Because if you have clients, that means that you're generating an income, and that means that you can scale that up. So I'm always going to be there to lend a helping hand in order to help you out. And when you join, we are going to go 100% above and beyond in order to share with you to make sure that you're an expert when it comes to 360 video in utilizing the software. We're going to be going through and offering some technical support training, okay, where you're actually going to go and you're going to understand the software inside and out better than anybody else that you could imagine in the 360 world. And we're going to train you to become experts within the first 7 days to ensure that you're confident inside of your business. Now, what Local360 offers is first 360 video, which we would charge $397 a year for. The 360 editor, $197 a year. The 360 marketing suite, which is going to allow you to go out and boost those 360 videos absolutely at scale, $597 per year. In 360 growth at $1997 per year, because the 360 growth is where you're going to be able to put money in your pockets and allow you to scale in order any sort of area that you need. And the last two is the 2 live expert 360 trainings and the 3 software walkthroughs as well, with a total value of $3,782. Now, with this right here, I want to invite you, okay? And if you are serious about getting your business off the ground, breaking into a niche that is so desperately desired with little competition, then Local360 is for you. And if you are ready to go out and land a client in this, okay, with absolutely no worries about the competition, then this is going to be a huge option for you. As you go through, let's say you generate 10 referrals and you charge $1,000 per month. Your monthly earnings is $10,000 per month. Annually, that's $120,000. And if you do this every single week and get a new client, how much is that worth to you over the course of a year? Is it worth generating 1 referral per week? Is that worth $5,000 per month by the end of the year? Is it 10, 20, 50? How much could that do, and what would that help you with? With this right here, if we package this all together, at $997 annually, that would be a sale. At $497 annually, you're going to be turning a profit twice as much on your first client, okay? On your first client that you land, which some of you have already landed it on today's session, you've already gone and doubled that. And why is it going to be annual? Well, every single month, we're going to be optimizing Local360 to make sure that you can drive even more sales. But with this right here, this is our big launch. This is our first launch. This is the first time we're bringing it on the market. And I can absolutely promise you 100% that Local360 on Monday, February 12th, we are absolutely turning this into a reoccurring product. And the reason why is because we need to cover our development costs. We can't just sell it one time and then keep developing over and over and over, because we would be broke and then the whole company would go bankrupt. So we need to charge a monthly reoccurring fee. Now, what we're doing on this, and this is the reason it's never offered again, is what we're going to be doing with that $497 annually is we're going to drop it down to $197 annually, and then on top of this, we're going to get rid of the annually, and we're only going to charge $197 one time. And at this right here, at $197 one time, that simply means the first client that you land in the first month, you've already 5 times your income, Guys, with this, if it generated an extra $5,000 per month, is it worth it? If it generated an extra 10 referrals per month, is it worth it? And if it allowed you just to land 4 to 5 clients, is it worth it? I need your commitment when it comes to this because your money means nothing to me. Guys, remember, this is something we're going to be building for the long time. We want users to start using this and start landing clients so we can build this up to the level that we dream of bringing it up to. And what I need is that you are committed over the next 45 days to land or be committed to landing at least 5 clients to kickstart your business faster than you have ever done before. Guys, how committed are you to building a 6-figure business with me? In the chat box, if you are ready to join Local360, give me a me in the chat box right now if you are committed to joining Local360, because let me show you my commitment to you. We are offering a 100% money-back guarantee on Local360. But this is how committed we are. If you go through our process and you do everything that we tell you to do, which is so simple, and it doesn't work for you and it doesn't generate any additional sales or leads, I will personally give you an extra $100 on top of your previous investment. So I'm actually going to pay you for giving us a shot if it doesn't work with you. And as you can see, we've set aside $50,000 for this so I can put my money where my mouth is and show you just how passionate I am about this, that you are going to go through this system and you will 100% land a client if you simply follow this system right here, okay? And with this, you have 2 choices. The first choice is you can do absolutely nothing and not take this leap, which is 100% risk-free, plus $100 in your pocket. Or the second option is you can commit to changing your life today and join me in the most powerful business model in today's business. If you want to join the Local360 revolution, give me a yes in the chat box if you are ready to go out and start generating referrals ASAP, because for everybody who gives me a yes in the chat box, I am going to send that link out to you right now to join Local360, to take your business to the next level and get you off faster than you can ever do right there. Guys, I am sending this off. I see tons of yeses coming through. Make sure to give me a yes in the chat box right now in order to join us in Local360 right there. As we go through this process, guys, and as we get started with this, okay, I see tons of yeses coming through, which I am really excited about. Now, as we go through this, we want to make this an absolute no-brainer for the first 50 who are inside. Now, what I'm going to do for the first 50 who decide to join Local360, what I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to give you some stellar bonuses that you have not seen before, just to show you how passionate I am about Local360. Now, please remember, this is only for the first 50 that are going to be able to get access to these bonuses. And the reason why is because if you're committed, if you're one of the first 50 that decides to join us, then this means that you are passionate about going out and actually starting your business. You're passionate about landing a client, and you're passionate about going out and being able to generate referrals in any niche that you're going out and targeting. And I want you to absolutely crush it. I want you to be our biggest case study that we ever have. So what are these bonuses? And guys, the moment you are inside, give me an I'm in the chat box the second you are inside, so I can make sure that you qualify for one of these bonuses that I'm going to give to the first 50 who are inside. Now, bonus number 1 is you might be asking, well, Adam, I don't know anybody outside of my city, outside of my local city, okay? I don't know anybody in Boston. I don't know anybody in Miami. I don't know anybody in San Francisco, okay? What do I do if I need to target in other city? Well, what we're going to do is we are going to give out on bonus number 1 is we are going to give our 10 lead, our 50K lead gen suite, which can generate 10 leads per day as you're going through this process. Guys, that is 10 leads per day of people who are messaging you saying, yes, I am interested in 360. That is how passionate I am about this, okay? I will give you the step-by-step to generating 10 leads per day in any city around the world that will message you and say, yes, I am interested in 360 video. The second is this entire process. The best part about this is it is entirely automated, and you will have 10 people per day messaging you saying, yes, I am interested in a 360 video. Now, with this as well, it's completely scalable. It works in any market around the globe and will allow you to go out and take action in any of those different markets. So guys, make sure to give me an I'm in the second you are in. What you're going to get is first, the Local 360 suite at $997. The second, the 50K lead gen suite, which will get you 10 leads from any city, okay, any main city around the world that you can go out and target and offer 360 videos to in order to go out and generate these sales extremely, extremely quickly, okay? And I see a couple people already in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful, guys. Welcome in, guys. Everybody that is getting in right here, okay? Now, the second bonus I am going to do, okay? And yes, Brian, are these available immediately after purchase? Yes, they will be. You should be receiving an email from them, okay? So great question. Thank you for asking that question. Bonus number 2. But Adam, I'm a little nervous. I'm brand new. I've never offered 360 video before, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm nervous, okay? Well, here's what we want to do, okay? If you're looking, you're saying, I haven't done this, Adam, I'm nervous, okay? I don't have any marketing materials yet. I want to make your life as stress-free as humanly possible. So what I am going to do is I am going to give you our entire Marketing 360 video collection. And what this is going to do, okay, is this is going to give you a series of 360 video templates. It's going to give you, 10 different 360 video templates that's going to allow you to go out and demonstrate to clients, okay, the same way that you saw in one of those case studies, go out and they sent the 360 video and they landed a client from that. We're actually going to give you 10 pre-done, high-quality 360 videos to kickstart your business as fast as possible. Now, the second thing is I want to make it even easier for you to close and generate sales. With this right here, the second you are in, please make sure to give me an I'm in. You're going to get access to our closing guides. What these closing guides do are structured to make sure that at your house, you have the step-by-step process of closing these 360 leads in order to generate income for yourself, generate testimonials from those clients as well, and most importantly, generate more referrals from those clients as well to put even more money in your pocket. Guys, we are not messing around with Local 360. And on top of this, to sweeten it even more, we're going to give you a series of bonuses that you can even offer your clients if they take action right now. So if they decide to work with you right here, right now, you're going to give them a bonus as well for joining early, okay? And I'm going to give you those bonuses so you don't have to go out, you don't have to stress about trying to create any bonuses yourself. We're going to give those to you on a silver platter to make your life much easier, okay? And with this right here, And perfect. Sending this over, guys. Sending over that buy link again. Okay. So with this right here, and Charles, I'm going to get to that in a second. Okay. I will get to that in 1 second. Okay. Now with this, as we go through, what you're going to see as well, okay, this is going to give you Local360 Suite for $997. This is going to give you the 50K lead generation suite, which is a $4,000 value, and will get you 10 leads per day saying, yes, I want you, okay? Yes, Keith, I want you to get me, I want you to work with me for 360. Yes, Charles, I want to work with you for 360. Yes, DS, I want to work with you for 360, okay? We're going to give you that lead generation suite right there, and also our marketing collection to let you in. So make sure to give me an I'm in the chat box the moment you are inside, okay?
That is absolute value, Adam, I have to say. So guys, if you're jumping in, the link to go to is link.kvsocial.com/local360. Alright, so please do make sure to jump in and to get all of these bonuses. Please do note the price we're showing you right now is only available for a very limited time. So get in and get access today at the lowest possible price.
Perfect. Yes. So Jason, with this support, just send that message to him right there. And yes, I see a lot of I am ins coming through, which is awesome. Okay, that is awesome, awesome, awesome. Guys, quick question for you right here. Is anybody on the fence thinking about joining Local360 but has not pulled the trigger yet? Is there anybody on the fence who is considering jumping into 360 but have not done that? Either give me a me or a fence in the chat box right here, because guys, remember, these bonuses are only for the first 50, and I already see quite a few people in, which is great. Okay, so perfect. I see some me's coming through. David, yes. Okay, and perfect and great. Let me see this right here. Give me 1 second. What's that say right there? And beautiful. Charles, that is awesome. Congratulations right there. Very excited to hear that for you, okay? Now with this, I see a few people who are in, okay? And Keith, there should be, scroll down a little bit further. You should see it. Now, what we're going to do for anybody who is on the fence, this is the big, big bonus that we are offering at the end, okay? And this is for only this webinar right here, okay? It's only for the webinar that we're going to be offering this. What we're going to do is, you might be asking yourself, well, Adam, that's great that I have this process to get a commitment from a client. That's great, okay? That's awesome. Then I can go out and do that. But Adam, how do I turn this into money? How do I turn this into a sale? And how do I close clients? And this is always the biggest struggle for so many people. That here's what we decided to do, and please make sure to give me an I'm in the second you are inside. What we decided to do is we decided to make it as drop dead simple as possible to close a client for you. So what we are doing is we are going to give you a completely done for you 360 sales webinar that you can push leads to in order to allow me to close those leads for you. You're going to use this webinar in order to drive sales for you and in order to go out and make this happen, warm leads up as much as possible and get them to commit on that webinar. The best part about this is it's a done for you webinar, so you don't have to go out and do a webinar. You can use this on anything that you want, any platform that you want. And the best part about this is it's 100% unbranded. There is no mention of Local360. There's no mention of anything. What it's going to do is it's designed for a marketing agency to go ahead and sell their service to their clients. And at the end of that webinar, we push your clients to a buy link for you. Guys, this is how serious we are about Local360, and this is how serious I am about making sure that you get inside of this right here, because we're giving you the entire suite. We want you to get inside and absolutely start crushing it right away. So with this right here, as a reminder, you're going to get the Local360 suite for $997. You're going to get the 50K lead gen suite, which is going to get you 10 inbound leads per day for 360 videos. We're going to give you the 100K marketing collection, which is going to give you the marketing material that you need in order to go sell clients. And lastly, on top of that, we are going to give you the Done For You 360 unbranded webinar. This is a total value of almost $14,000. We are not messing around when it comes to Local360, and we want to ensure that all of our clients land a client each and every step of the way. So let me see who else is in. Make sure to give me an I'm in the chat box. And I see a couple people who are saying that they came in a little late, so I can go through this one more time. Guys, make sure to give that I'm in, because remember, this is only for the first 50 people who are inside. With this right here, the 360 video you're going to get access to, the 360 video editor, the 360 marketing, the 360 growth you're getting access to as well, which will allow you to take any video. It'll turn Vimeo and YouTube, okay, into the editor, and as well, it will allow you to scale rapidly. With this, with the 360 editor, you're going to get quality video edits. You're going to get full touch-ups. You're going to be able to brand every single video that you need to. And with this right here, with 360 marketing, you're going to be able to use Facebook marketing, website marketing, and landing page marketing as well to drive you step by step and drive those sales. With 360 growth, it will allow you to step outside of your local market in specific. We recommend that you stay in your local market to start, but it'll allow you to start scaling and forming multiple agencies around other cities in any part of the world that you want to target. And most importantly, you can go work from home with this process. Guys, everything you are getting access to right here, the entire suite plus 2 live 360 trainings that will teach you the best ways to go out and sell this and land a client, on top of that 3 software walkthroughs to make sure that you are a full-fledged marketer when it comes to 360 and you understand every little piece of the way. If you go through this entire process that we walk you through, I 100% guarantee you're going to land a client, which some of you have already landed a client already, which is great, okay? Guys, in the first 50, remember, you're going to be able to get the 50K lead gen suite to help you generate those leads, okay? That's 10 leads per day that you're going to be able to do. We're going to give you the entire set of 360 marketing templates and videos and closing guides that you need to ensure that you're going to be successful that way through. And also, we're going to, most importantly, not only just help you go through that process, we're going to help you do the sales of that process as well to make sure that you are fully set to go and crush it with 360. So guys, let me check one last time who is in. Give me an I'm in the chat box. I haven't looked right here. I see a ton of BAMs coming through. Let's do this. I am excited. Awesome, guys. Great. This is good. How do I join? Right there. Sent that over to you. Guys, welcome in everybody who is joining, and a huge welcome to the Local360 community, as we are fully dedicated to making sure that you're going to be successful through this. And guys, we are so passionate about this that we're not only helping you, okay, generate the leads, okay? We showed you the technique that we recommended from the very beginning, and I recommend that you use that if you haven't already. We're going to show you how to generate those leads. What are the best leads to target? Now, once those leads come through, we're going to show you how to warm those leads up. And then most importantly, at the end, I'm going to sell those leads for you with the Done For You webinar if you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself. Guys, this entire process is one fluent motion in order to help you. And the reason we're offering all of this extra, okay, and these huge bonuses to help you with the lead generation, to help you with the sales, is because a software by itself, okay, it is not 100, like you can't go out and crush it with just a software. It's like just giving somebody a desk and saying, okay, get to work and land clients. It's just a tool. But if I can give you the tool, and then on top of that, I can show you and educate and share with you exactly how to use that tool to go ahead and make money with that tool, well, that's much more valuable for me, and that's much more valuable for you as well. So we were thinking at Local360 is that we should give you not just the tool to go out and make it happen, but teach you and educate and share with you the best practices of that tool to make sure that you can actually monetize that tool. So guys, make sure to give me that I'm in the second you're in. I see quite a few I'm ins coming in, which is awesome. Okay, I see a ton of I'm ins coming through. And let me see. Perfect. That is awesome, Charles. You are absolutely killing it. And perfect. Keith sending this over to you. Okay, so you should have that link right now. And Simon sending that link over to you right there. I want to make sure that you do have those links right there. Okay, and I see a couple people asking questions. Guys, is anybody else trying to get in? Give me a wait in the chat box if you are trying to get in right now and you are just trying. Okay, I don't want to move on if you're trying to get in, so please just send over a wait in the chat box to make sure that you do not miss out on those 3 bonuses that we are offering. Okay, the help, the done-for-you lead generation system that we're going to give you, the done-for-you marketing tools that allow you to warm up your leads, and then lastly, the done-for-you webinar to help you sell those leads in a heartbeat. Okay, so make sure, guys, I want to ensure that you do not miss those bonuses. So give me a wait in the chat box if you are trying. And perfect. Okay, I see quite a few waits coming through. Guys, with this right here, and just to give you an understanding of how our process works, and I see a ton of people getting in, which is great. We actually might even hit the 50 very shortly, okay? But what we're looking at and the way that we want to go out and use this process and really make sure that you're successful with this is as we go, we don't want to give you cold leads, okay? And that's the most important thing. I don't like cold leads. Cold leads are useless because if you're going out, if you're scraping a bunch of lists and then you're just spamming them with emails, well, the problem with that is that they're cold. It's like what I told you before. If somebody had a gun to your head and says you have to land a client today, how would you do it? So we at Local360 are only focused on generating warm leads. That's it. We want the warmest of the warm because if we have warm leads as opposed to cold leads, we're almost virtually guaranteed to be able to make a significant amount, much more money than we would with cold leads who have no idea who we are, who don't trust us, who don't want to work with us in the first place. And if we have warm leads who know, like, and trust us, well, I would rather work with somebody who already likes me. That makes like much, much easier. So our entire process at Local360 is we're not going to go out and teach you magical systems, okay? We're not going to go out and teach you all these crazy ideas that people are coming up with left and right. What we're going to do is we're going to show you the exact approach that businesses have been using, marketing agencies are still crushing it with, in the exact approach that I used when I first started my business to be able to generate up to the level that I'm at now, where now I own multiple 7-figure companies. And this is all it starts with, getting your foot in the door, being able to just get in there, start working, build that rapport, build that relationship, generate those referrals. Then from there, the rest of the process is incredibly, incredibly easy. So guys, let me see. Give me that I'm in for everybody who gave me that wait in the chat box. Okay, so I see right there, and let me see. Okay, Keith, hopefully it goes through and works. Okay, and guys, make sure to give that I'm in when you are there. Okay, I do want to make sure that you can see that. Okay, so perfect, guys. And let me just see everybody who is in. give me a 1 in the chat box if you are in right now, just so I can see who is here, okay, and who has joined us in Local 360, because I have something I need to show you that I really, really think is beneficial for you, okay? So give me that 1 in the chat box so I can see who is here and who is inside. Perfect. Guys, I see a lot of ones coming through, which is great. Now, with this right here, what you see and what you notice is that what it's going to come to is that you are all, okay, all of you who have just jumped in and all of you who have just joined us, you are looking to target different niches, okay? You're not all looking to target the same niche. All of you don't want to target real estate agents, for example. All of you don't want to target hotels, for example. You don't want to target plumbers. Everybody has their own different niche that they want to target. Now, this is what can be very, very beneficial if you are first starting out, okay? And I do recommend that you take this seriously. Now, when it comes to this, what we want to look at is we want to go through the process and say, okay, we want to go through the process and say with this right here that we have, give me just 1 second, let me just make sure that that goes, okay? What we want to make sure and set in our heads is that we can go out to all of these different niches and target them and target the exact clients that we want to work with. So how do we do that, and what are some different niches that we can target? And this is what the OTO1, or as referred to, the Template Club is. The Template Club is a list of niches, okay, that you guys can jump in and join. And what it's going to do is it's going to open up a significant amount of other niches in order to allow you to go target. Now, the reason I recommend this, and I really encourage you to jump in and dive into this, is because what this is going to do is it's not going to just lock you down to like one specific niche. Or let's just say if you find a client and this client is in some other niche that you didn't originally expect. It happens all the time. You actually talk to somebody and they say, hey, I can't use this service, but I know who can, and they give you, say, like a florist or something crazy or an amusement park, okay? You don't know what niches can be thrown your way. So what this does is it covers all bases in order to ensure that you always have a 360 demo in order to send to your clients. Now with this, this is going to help you monetize much quicker. If we look at the real estate niche, we see these options, okay? And as I showed you, especially with Anna, what you see is that you can use 360 to go ahead and sell homes on your client, or help your clients sell homes. The next thing is most important, you can help a real estate agent close a listing agreement. And hear me out, if you're targeting the real estate niche, the most important thing that you want to do is be able to help a home or an agent put money in their pocket by closing listing agreements. If you can do that, they are going to stay with you forever. Real estate agents are extremely difficult to work with, as some people say, because they try to offer a service that's on top and after the listing agreement. We want to focus our entire energy on the listing agreement and say, listen, we're going to help you land more clients. And here's how we're going to do it. You're going to include this in your listing presentation, and you're going to show them how a virtual tour allows you to dramatically increase the number of sales that you have, okay, and how, the number of people who are seeing your home, and you show that and you share that. And now that the real estate agent's going to go land the client, they've included your 360 presentation inside of there. Now, once they do that, they've just made an agreement to do 360 for their client, which means now they have to use you. Now, this is the reason I recommend getting in here, because it's going to open up so many different tactics and abilities like this that you wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. Now, if we look at home services, we see painters and carpenters and interior designers. Okay, this is a huge niche that we want to target, and we want to showcase how you can help an interior designer land more clients by going through and showcasing the beauty of the last homes that they've done. Or you want to show a painter how they can actually showcase the beauty of what they've done, and a carpenter how they built the house, okay? All of that, what the construction layout actually looks like. Guys, those are some big contracts because there is pretty much, they have a huge markup on their properties and what they're actually doing. So I recommend in this right here, the template club that you're going to be jumping inside of is going to get you access to that as well and show you how you can help land those home service clients. Now, restaurants, cafes, guys, think about it. How many of us look on Google, look online to say, where should I go out tonight, okay? Or what's happening tonight? Or what about conferences? Like think about Vegas or Miami or even Boston, New York, okay? All these areas, they host big, big conferences. With this right here, if you can have these templates that we're going to be giving you that you can shell out and show to these venues, these big venues, on how you can help them sell more conferences or how you can help them get more clients in the door, they're going to want to work with you 100%. And it's all about matter of seeing is believing. And always remember that. Seeing is believing when it comes to this right here. Hotels and tourism. We go out here, these niches, okay, especially in the template club, make sure to give an I'm in to the template club, okay? Make sure to give an I'm in the second you are in, because I need to make sure and I need to see who's going out and who's going to have the ability to go target all of these different niches, okay? Now, with the hotels and tourism, the pool, the ocean, selling the environment, selling the atmosphere. Imagine if you're sitting and you're planning your vacation. Guys, think about how many times you've actually seen a photo and you were like, you actually got to the place and the photo 100% lied. It was a lie. I mean, they made it pretty. I remember this one place in Singapore that I was at. This hotel took a picture of their gym and it looked relatively big. Well, what I didn't realize, okay, and if I had seen a 360 video ahead of time, I would have actually felt better with this. But what happened was they took a picture and there was, I thought I was going into a huge gym, and instead it was 3 machines, okay, and what happened is they played the mirrors off of each other. So they took there was mirrors in the front, mirrors in the back, and they made it look like an endless gym, even though there was only 3. Well, when I went there, I felt lied to. I felt cheated. And I didn't even like that. It was a bad start because I wanted to go to the gym, and I felt cheated from that. Now, that right there is going to bring down a review that I would write if I was actually focused on that gym, and then I found out I was completely lied to. So if I get to see this beforehand, it's going to help you increase their reputation as well and really help build trust with the audience that's coming. The rooms, being able to showcase the rooms. What's the view from the different rooms, okay? What different sides have? Those are all huge selling points. Car dealerships, selling a dream car. Guys, let me know the moment you are inside. Driving a dream car, or that experience that you have from that process, okay, of actually going out and seeing, driving that car, okay? It makes you desire that car. It makes you want to be in that car right there, right then. The events in lifetime or nightlife right there. It gives you the VIP boost, okay? You can showcase VIP boost. You can showcase what it's like to actually be in the crowd right there in order to get there and started, okay? And perfect. So Glenn, hopefully that works right there. So great. Okay, so Glenn, for which one, the upgrade or for the main one, okay? And guys, perfect. I see a whole bunch of people jumping in, which is great. Support, just help them out for that right there, okay? Awesome, okay? So perfect with that right there, guys, okay? Welcome in everybody who is jumping inside of there, okay? Seriously, it is a huge process. It's going to be hugely beneficial to you in so many different ways to be able to go through and set that up 100%. Now, let me just ask another question for everybody here, okay? And I see a couple of people getting into the template club as well. Welcome in, guys. Okay, glad to see you in there as well. With there, this is the last thing that I want to show, and I have one question for you. And Jim, that's actually what this comes down to. Who here plans on targeting an other city other than their own? Can you give me a 1 in the chat box if you plan on targeting an other city other than your own, okay? Because this is huge, okay? And I need you to give me a 1 if you plan on targeting an other city than the one that you live, okay, or one that's even 5 miles or 50 miles away or whatever it is, okay? And perfect, Charles, glad to see that. And I see great other countries. I see, okay, perfect. I see lots of ones coming through. Well, then please pay close attention to this. And this is the last thing that I'm showing, but it is extremely important, and I really want you to take advantage of this. What this is the last one is the complete outsourcing suite, okay? What the complete outsourcing suite allows you to do is feel confident outside of your own city. Now, this is important to me, and this is important to a lot of my other clients that I have. Now, one of my clients has gone out and he's absolutely crushed it. And this system that I'm about to show you and share with you right here, what it's done is it's actually brought him up to a level of $600,000 a year. Okay, this is my friend Mike, and he's used this exact system to go out and outsource his business to other cities around the world, and he has built himself up to $600,000 a year from using this system. And with this, I really encourage you to dive into this as well, because especially if you're looking to target an other city other than your own, or even in your own city, and you just don't want to have to go look outside of those, okay, or maybe it's different areas that you're looking for, this is a huge one for you. What this is going to do is it's going to give you the scripts and the swipes, the email swipes that you need to drip this out, okay, to go out and find outsourcers, okay, to go out and actually automate this process through an outsourcing program. And with this right here, it's going to give you all of these different action items that you can go take. Now, for me, for example, I was joking about this. I do not like writing emails in any way, shape, or form. I'm not good at them. I always much rather somebody outsource that for me. So what I do is I hire the best. And with this right here, what we're doing is we're giving you those email campaigns that you can go use and build yourself up to that level that I was saying, as well as those scripts. This as well is going to give you access to that sales process, okay, with the complete outline of how to actually go through and have that fluent sale. And with this right here, I'm a very visual person. I like visual graphics. I like pictures. I do not like words, okay? That's just the way I am. I like visual. I'm a visual learner. When it comes to this, this is going to give you that complete outline that you can use to grasp this right here. And make sure to give me an I'm in on this one as well, because I have a big, big bonus for this because I really want you to get inside of this. I have a huge bonus for this because I really, really want you inside of this. So make sure to give an I'm in for, say, I'm in 2, okay, once you are inside. So I'm in and then the number 2 once you are in. What this is going to do is this is going to give you that complete outline that you need and give you a full step-by-step visual of that process. This is going to give you the entire team building guide, everything from the hiring of contractors, so that way you can actually outsource to other people to create those videos for you and automate that process all around every city in the world that you want to go target. And with this as well, it allows you to build a solid team where with this team, okay, you are able to go outsource all video production, and then also you're able to outsource the editing of that video, so you only need to put the two together. This is what I call middlemaning the service, and this is the best part of any business. Remember, all the money is made in the middle. That's the most important thing to remember. And with this program, with this right here that we're giving you, the outsourcing kit, it is entirely about making money in the middle and not having to go work for your money. That's the most important thing to remember. It gives you the contracts you need, the sales contracts and the contractor paperwork in order for you to go out and be sure that you're okay and you already have the tools that you need to go set yourself up. And with this, the live training with Q's and A's, you can ask us anything on that where we're going to answer, we're going to walk you through, and we're going to help you through every single step of the way and make sure that you do not fall behind in anything. things that you need, okay? So perfect with that right there, and perfect. And sure, so Brendan, do you need 2 or 1? Let me just know which one that you need, Brendan, okay, just to make sure. And guys, with that live training as well, that training is going to be huge in order to make sure that you have that, okay? And yes, support, can you please help out Keith to make sure that he is all set with that right there, okay? So great, guys. Awesome. Now, the last thing with this right here, the 2 actual things, is you're going to get Local360 certified with this, where you actually get our stamp of approval that you can show that you are Local360 certified. So when you go to clients, you can show that you're actually an expert at what you do and that you have gone through and got certified. And you get access to our Local360 Facebook group, which is 24/7 community, which is full feedback in order to help you through all of that process to make sure that you are set 100% there in order to make sure that you are good to go, okay? And great right there. So Glenn, let me just make sure that you have that as well. Great with that, guys, right there. You should have that. Awesome. Welcome into number 2. Welcome into number 2. Welcome into number 2. Glad to see that. And okay, so hopefully that works. Awesome, Charles. Welcome in. Glad to see you there. And perfect, okay? So great. Let me send these over to you as well to make sure that you are good to go, okay? So with these guys, you will have access to all of this right here to be able to go ahead and get your Local360 business off the ground. Now, the last bonus I want to show you is if you are in for 2, okay? So make sure to give an I'm in 2. If you are in for number 2, what I want, okay, and what you're probably asking is, Adam, how can I ensure I am 100% set up for success, okay? How can I ensure 100% that I am set up for success? And guys, is anybody on the fence? Just give me a fence in the chat box if you are on the fence right now in questioning whether you should get in for number 2, because this is going to help you 110%, okay? Go out and take action with this right here, okay? So let me see, guys, in the chat box right there, okay? I see a couple fences coming through, which I want to really help you out because this is such a strong option right here, okay? So what it is, guys, and what you're going to get access to, okay, for everybody who's on the fence, and for those of you who are already in, you get access to this. What we're going to put you in for is a strategy call with one of our 360 experts. What this is going to do, the few things I'm going to do, and Glenn, hopefully support can help you with that. What we're going to do is this 360 expert, for everybody who's not inside of yet, okay, what we're going to give is we're going to give you that extra 360 call, a personal call, one-on-one with a Local360 expert to make sure that you're on track. And most importantly, customize a game plan for you in order to help you out each step of the way. So that way, it's not just a generic setup of the process. It's personalized directly to you. It's personalized based on your niche. It's personalized based on the way that your strategy works. It's personalized based on your sales strategy as well. We're going to have somebody jump on a one-on-one call with you to set that up. So make sure to give an I'm in for 2 once you are inside. The next thing is we're going to keep you focused, okay? That person's going to show you and make sure that you stay focused the whole way through to make sure that you do not miss out on a single thing and a single tactic. And lastly, they're going to share the top tactics that they have used in order to go ahead and get started with that process, okay, to make sure that you have a huge advantage over anybody else in order to go out and absolutely crush it with 360. I do not want you falling behind at all when it comes to this, okay? And it is so important for me to ensure this right here. So guys, let me see, and I see, yes, Glenn, it is, okay? So Glenn, that one is right there, okay? So let me just make sure. So guys, I want to make sure that you are 100% ready for this. that you are excited for it and that you are getting pumped, okay, to take action with this right here. Guys, is anybody else trying to get in for number 2? Can you give me a weight in the chat box? If you're trying to get in, give me a weight main, weight 1 or weight 2 so I can see what you're waiting for, okay? Or if you need help with anything, I do not want to let you go unless you are committed with us right here. Guys, this whole process, going through Local360, okay, is going to open up so many doors for you, especially if you've struggled trying to land a client, if you've struggled going in and you can't figure out what the best tactic is, or maybe you fell into my shoes where I did everything under the sun and I just kept struggling right there, okay? And let me make sure, let me just make sure of this, and perfect. But Keith, can you try another computer just to make sure that this works? Okay, so just try another computer, or support can help you out, okay, because I think you're just having issues on your phone. But guys, with this right here, we want to give you just the top tactics in order to give you all of the abilities to go out and take action with this step by step, okay? So that way you do not fall behind at all at this right here, okay? So guys, as we go through this process, as we go through setting this up, as we go through making all of this happen, okay, and it's perfect, sending this over to you, there is just so many opportunities to dive in and take action. And guys, as I said, we are so committed in this that let me just go through the main one more time for anybody who got on very, very late, because I do not want you to miss this at all, okay? As we go through this, you're going to be able to give me just 1 second. Let me pull this all the way back to show you what you're going to be capable of getting right here. So one moment. And as we go through and we share all of these with you guys, the main offer is so important to jump into the Local360, because this gives you access to 360 video, the 360 editor, the 360 marketing, and then the 360 growth. Okay, this is access to take any video, Vimeo and YouTube, scale rapidly, be able to edit those videos, full touch-ups, brand every videos with a quality video edit, the 360 marketing, okay, to give you that ability to market on Facebook, to market on your websites, to market through SEO or contest or list or whatever you're looking for, to give you access to that lead pay marketing as well. The 360 growth allows you to be able to build your own multiple agencies in any city around the world and work from your home. Guys, the best parts, and if you just a reminder, do you need to buy a 360 camera? No, you do not need to buy a 360 camera. It is entirely up to you. Do you need to meet people in person? No, you do not need to meet people in person at all, okay, for this process. As you go through, you do not have to target anybody in your local city. I mean, you can go through, target your local city if you want, but you can target any city that you want to, because we're giving you a huge bonus as well. And when will you have your first client? As many of you guys saw, you were able to get a commitment on this webinar in order to go ahead and even further your career so you can get it as quickly as today. Will we help you with your first clients? Yes, we are. We are actually going through. We are giving you training the entire step of the way to make sure that you are 100% ready to go, okay? And we are giving you access to all of this, the video, the editor, the marketing, the growth, the 2 expert live trainings, the 3 software walkthroughs as well, to make sure that you are set to go and scale your business up. And as we can see, guys, just following this process of generating 10 referrals, which we're going to do very, very quickly, okay? Our goal is to get you 10 referrals within the first 30 days. That is our most important thing that we are looking for. You're going to be able to go ahead and we're going to focus on charging $1,000 per month for the ability to do 360 videos right there in order to get you set up that length of the way, okay? And that equals $120,000 a year at $10,000 a month, okay? This right here, as I said, we are going starting Monday, February 12th. And on this session right here, we are giving it for that not $197 annually, we were actually doing it at 197, okay, one time, in order to make sure that it's an absolute no-brainer for you, okay?
So guys, if you're watching this live, do jump in with our link. It's link.kvsocial.com/local360. So instead of paying $197, if you jump in before 3 p.m. Eastern today, you'll be able to get this at only $177. You'll be able to get a $20 discount if you jump in within the next 4 hours. So once again, this offer is only going to be available until 3 p.m. Eastern today, and get it through our link. That's link.kvsocial.com/local360. So Adam, I do apologize for cutting in. So yeah, just continue and do a quick recap as well with all of the features.
This is 100% a no-brainer, backed by 100% money-back guarantee. And if you go through, you follow our exact process, and it doesn't work for you, I will personally reach into my bank account and hand you a $100 bill, okay, on top of this, because I believe in this so much, and I want you to as well. Now, as we go through the 3 bonuses, just to remind you, those 3 bonuses with this for the first 50 who are in. Adam, how do I generate leads in my city? We're giving you the 50K lead gen suite. That's 10 leads per day that are going to be messaging you saying, yes, Adam, I want to work with you, okay, in your business. I want to work with you to do 360, okay? It's powerfully automated, and it's completely scalable 100%. What if you don't have any marketing materials yet? We're going to give you the marketing collection as well to get that 360 video template, the closing guide, and the bonuses to get you started. And on top of this, if you struggle with sales and closing clients, great news for you, because we are giving you a done-for-you 360 webinar that is 100% unbranded and pushes leads directly to your buy link, and you get 100% of all your sales. That is how focused we are on Local360, and I am so excited for every person who is joining us right here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Perfect. Glad to see you guys jumping inside. And Charles, we're going to go through that. Okay, I can set you up with that a little bit later. And hold on. So perfect, Glenn. That should all be right there. And let me see. Great. Perfect. Great, 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 great. Awesome. Welcome in there as well. And yes, so the gross profit margin is, it's either going to be 2 options. Okay, we're going to give you 2 different options on the training that we're doing. You can choose to do it as an affiliate, which we're going to show you that process where basically you land the deal and then somebody else delivers the 360, which is one of the methods that we actually encourage you to do because it allows you to scale much faster. The second one is you can do it all yourself, which would be 100% profit, of course. The other one, you would give out an affiliate fee of either 30 to 50%, and your profit margin is either 70 or 50%, depending on what you want, okay? So it's up to you to decide what you want. Great question, Brian. Thank you so much for asking that. And support, I don't know if we do for that. That's a great question. And okay, so that should answer that right there. Okay, so great. So guys, with that right there, is anybody else on the fence or trying to get in? Give me a wait in the chat box. And guys, in all seriousness, I really, really encourage everybody to get into the template club as well. I cannot stress that enough. I really think that you should be able to get inside of the template club as well. And the reason for this is because it's going to open up. You don't know, when we go through this process, you're going to be getting a ton of leads and a ton of people messaging you. This right here is going to give you a ton of different ideas, okay, and a ton of different ways to target the real estate niche, to target the home services niche, to target the restaurants and cafes, the hotels and tourism, the car dealerships, and the events in nightlife, okay? It's going to give you just a whole bunch of ability to ensure that when you get a client, and you are going to get a client in a niche that you weren't expecting, you need to be prepared for that, because we're going to start the lead generation process extremely quickly to make sure that you are off the ground running in no time at all, okay? So I do want you in that right there. So give me an I'm in one once you are inside of that, because that is really important, and I really want everybody inside of that because it's going to be entirely helpful as we start going out and generating all of these. Okay, so perfect. Awesome. Let me know, guys. I see a couple weights coming through, which is great for this right here. Okay, guys, as we go through this process and as we go through Local 360, I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea. We're going to be starting the training. Okay, so about this, as we're waiting for the last couple people to go in and join us and join the 360 community, we're going to be starting the training is going to start on Monday. Okay, so the training we're going to do is going to start on Monday as we go. And actually, Australia has been a huge that you can crush it in the Australian market. Great question right there. You can absolutely crush in the Australian market. One of those clients is actually from Australia, and he's doing phenomenal. So with that, great question, Brian. With this right here, we're going to be starting the training come Monday, and then we're going to do the training Monday and Tuesday, okay? So guys, keep that in mind. So write that in your calendars that the training is going to be on Monday and Tuesday, and that's going to be like the full-fledged walkthrough. We're going to help you land as much as possible and really get your business just skyrocket. Like our goal for Monday and Tuesday is that you're not falling behind it. Like, I mean, you're just absolutely sky high and running away with this already. And that way, by the end of the week, you already have hopefully a couple paying clients is our absolute goal for you guys to go out and make this happen, okay? So perfect with that right there. And I see just a couple other weights coming through. So let me just go ahead and wait for that as those are doing that, okay? Now, with this as well, guys, there's just so many opportunities out there, and there's so many different niches. And yeah, so Brian, we do, correct, great question. Yeah, we have tons of training, and we're going to be, like, Brian, we are so dedicated to making sure that you are successful in this. We are putting everything, every ounce of energy that we have in that. So great question there. So yes, we are. And yes, they should be, Sam, okay, and you should be getting an email with those as well, okay? Sometimes it takes a couple hours to make sure that everything comes through. So yes, you will. You will be getting access to everything the moment you are in, okay? So great question there. So guys, with this being said, I am so excited for everybody who is joining us right now. I am so excited that you are part of the Local 360 family. And guys, we have so much that we are going to be doing and being able to make sure that you succeed with Local 360 so that way you can go ahead and absolutely crush it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, okay, you need to come through. You need to join Local 360 because as we go through this, we are going to get you a client as fast as you can possibly imagine if you haven't even gotten a client already, okay? We're going to give you all of those tactics, everything that you need in order to go out and succeed. We want every single one of our community clients, landing clients within the first week or preferably the first day to go make 360 just an absolute rock star of a business for you. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a blast going through this with you and sharing all of this with you. And guys, you guys were awesome in working, okay? Thank you so much for being amazing. And guys, a huge welcome to everybody jumping into the Local 360 community. Big welcome. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I cannot wait to see where your business takes you. Have a great day, guys. Bye now.